glass bites the mud. Rose window bleeds in pieces. Ancient stone soaked in oil. Shattered saints watch the breach. Heavy doors groan and snap. Lead rain through the smoke. Burning oak fills the lungs. The vault begins to crack. Blackened incense burning high. Gunpowder and gore. Lion sanctuary. Cold death. The silence is the end. Piles of meat at the altar. Steel grinds against the bone. Thick mist of bitter powder. The smell of rot and lead. No prayer stops the blade. No light hits the floor. One last stand in the ruin, holding back the tide. Blackened incense burning high. Gunpowder and gore. Lion sanctuary. Cold death. The silence is the end. Crush the icons. Burn the scrolls. Grind the stone to gray dust. Ooh. Gray dust. Hydraulic pistons hammer. Severed arteries spray. The iron plating. Concussive force liquefies. Internal architecture blows in thermal expansion. Tearing through the dermis. Bracing metal treads rotate. Mashing pelvis and vertebrae into orange slurry. Tactile friction. Ignited propellant. Total atmospheric displacement. Jow. The ground groans under the tread path. Fractured tibia shards pierce the mud. Debris of the infantry pulverized. Obsidian and smoke clogs the remaining windpipe. The sun is obscured by soot and pulverized bone. Detached observation of the collapse. Mechanical indifference. Treads carry the weight of extinction. Flattening the geography of the fragile. 60 tons of steel. Indenting the earth with human residue. The stench of sulfur and burning air. Viscous pools of blackened grease mingle with the discharge of the dying. Pulmonar failure makes the wreck. Annihilation is a geometric certainty. Scorched terrain offers no refuge. The grinding logic of the cog, chewing the landscape into submission. No survivors into submission. No survivors in the debris field. Only the persistent hum of the cooling engine. Boy, a landscape of blackened stumps. The victory of the machine over the soft. Absolute eradication. Cold iron hunger feeding on the throat. Piston strikes the core. Black smoke chokes sky. Earth groans under weight. Wake from frozen sleep. Kill for ancient hate. Iron Colossus, crushing the weak. Iron Colossus, death that we seek. Crush. Step falls like lead. Skull turns to dust. Armor blades slide. Grinding teeth of iron. Grinding teeth of iron. No mercy in metal. No life in wire. World burns below. Funeral pyre. Heavy. Impact hits the face. Stone turns into powder. Iron ray from the sky. Bending under the weight. Bending under the weight. My spine is splitting wide. Hold the line or die. Dust fills up the throat. Waiting for the collapse. The final breach. Cracking the spine. The final breach. End of the line. Copper on the tongue. Blood pools in the cracks. Metallic taste of waste. Defeat is getting heavy. Defeat is getting heavy. They pour through the hole. Screaming like the insane. No more wall to stand. Just a pile of trash. The final breach. Cracking the spine. The final breach. End of the line. Crush the frame. Crush the frame. Feel the pain. Feel the pain. Down to dust. Down to dust. Iron rust. Iron rust. The final breach. Cracking the spine. The final breach. End of the line. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. You are done. The sun has baked the earth to stone. The air tastes of iron and salt. Walks off upon the black mirror. For the gods are watching our shame. White heat descends upon the Still turns hard and clear, a sea of glass beneath our boots, where once the living used to walk. The furnace wind has stripped the skin. We breathe the ash of ancient king. We breathe the ash of ancient kings. The heavy weight of iron chains, dragging through the vitrified dust, scavenge the bones of the fallen. Strip the rusted plates of mail. The desert claims its heavy price. Blast reflects the dying sun. Reflect the sun. Harvest the lead and the copper. The ritual, the carrion crow. Standing on the threshold of fire, watching the sky turn to brass. The iron blade is blunt and cold. We wade through shards of melted sand. The skull becomes a hollow word to hold the moisture of the dead. Hollow it down. A trial by the blinding light. We pull the rings from frozen hands. The dead is paid in jagged stone. Scavenge the mountain. Strip the rusted plates of mail. The desert claims its heavy price. Blast reflects the dying sun. Reflect the sun. Harvest the lead and the copper. The ritual, the carrion crow. Standing on the threshold of fire, watching the sky turn to brass. Weight of the soul on the scale. Toll the bell of the wasteland. The judge is the heat of the day. No mercy in the parched throne. Walking on the mirror, treading on the skull. The heat will never break until the glass is stained. The sword is an unblinking eye, the sentence are to eyes while the last to remain amongst the obsidian harvest. Black smoke chokes the sun. Iron tracks bite the dirt. No breath in the valley. Only the heat of the furnace. We do not look back. We do not feel the sting. The hammer falls heavy on every living thing. Feed the fire. Fuel the hate. Crush the bones. Seal the fate. Scorcher! The legion marches on. Cold steel. The world is dead and gone. Scorcher! Dead and gone. Walls crack and tumble. Cities turn to dust. The skin of the empire is peeling off in rust. The line never wavers. The pace never slows. Where the metal passes, nothing ever grows. Feed the fire. Fuel the hate. Crush the bones. Seal the fate. Scorcher! The legion marches on. Cold steel. The world is dead and gone. Scorcher! Dead and gone. Pistons pounding. Hearts of lead, the earth is silent. The earth is dead, no more crying, no more pain. Only Only the power, only the chain. Scorcher, the legion marches on. Cold steel, the world is dead and gone. Scorcher, dead and gone. March or die, march or die. Under the black sky, Iron March, march or die. Black smoke chokes the sun. Iron tracks bite the dirt. No breath in the valley. Only the heat of the furnace, furnace. We do not look back. We do not feel the sting. The hammer falls heavy on every living thing. Feed the fire, fuel the hate, crush the bones, seal the fate. Scorcher, the legion marches on. Cold steel, the world is dead and gone. Scorcher, dead and gone. Walls crack and tumble, cities turn to dust. The skin of the empire is peeling off in rust. The line never wavers, the pace never slows. Where the metal passes, nothing ever grows. Feed the fire, fuel the hate, crush the bones, seal the fate. Scorcher, the legion marches on. Cold steel, the world is dead and gone. Scorcher, dead and gone. Pistons pounding, hearts of lead. The earth is silent, the earth is dead. No more crying, no more pain. Only the power, only the chain. Scorcher, the legion marches on. Cold steel, the world is dead and gone. Scorcher, dead and gone. March or die, march or die. Under the black sky, Iron March, march or die. machine. Total war. Total war. No flesh remains. Only steel. Cannons beat the drum. Rhythm of the blast. Bones crack under tracks. No more nerves. Iron replaces skin. Steel replaces heart. Drink replaces heart. Drink the black rain. Drag the rat. Swallow the smoke. Ooh, now. Human material. Grinding in the gears. Iron hunger. Feeding the machine. Total war. Total war. No flesh remains. Only steel. Scorch, scorch, earth. Endless mud. Die for the iron. Feed the hunger. Fire. Fire. Steel cylinders crack. Yellow mist spills. Crawling through the muck. Clinging to the damp. Clinging to the damp. Death has a scent. Burning wet hay. Sweet rot in the air. Sweet rot. Sulfuric choke. Lungs turn to stone. Sulfuric choke. Drown in the cloud. Sulfuric choke. Life leaks out, out. Sulfuric choke. Rubber mask fails. Tear at the throat. Eyes boil in sockets. Blindness strikes deep. Blisters bubble on skin. Caustic fog bites. Coughing up the lining. Red foam on the lips. Sulfuric choke. Lungs turn to stone. Sulfuric choke. Drown in the cloud. Sulfuric choke. Life leaks out, out. Sulfuric choke. Gasping for nothing. Air is a blade. Mechanical slaughter. Indifferent gas. Dissolving the man. Dissolving. Sulfuric choke. Lungs turn to stone. Sulfuric choke. Drown in the cloud. Sulfuric choke. Life leaks out, out. Sulfuric choke. The trench is a grave. Stagnant and still. Final breath taken. Taken. Rot, choke, die. Smoke chokes the gray sky. Iron treads grind the rock. Pistons hammer in the chest. The beast is out. dream.